Polar bears are large carnivorous mammals that inhabit the Arctic region. They are also known as white bears, although their skin is black. Their fur appears white due to its transparency, but it can also be yellow or other colors. Polar bears have a massive and formidable body size. Polar bears have visual and auditory capabilities similar to humans, but their sense of smell is extremely sensitive, about 7 times that of dogs. They can run at speeds up to 60 kilometers per hour, which is 1.5 times faster than the world's fastest sprinters. Due to the increasing global temperatures, Arctic sea ice is gradually melting, resulting in significant damage to the polar bear's former habitat. They are at risk of extinction in the near future and require human protection. Let's take a look at 11 fascinating trivia about polar bears. Polar bears are often referred to as white bears, but their fur is not actually white. It is hollow, and sunlight reflects off it, giving the appearance of whiteness. This hollow fur structure provides insulation and waterproofing. It reflects sunlight onto the bear's black skin, aiding in heat absorption. Additionally, polar bears have densely furred paws that enable them to walk steadily on ice, allowing them to survive in the cold Arctic environment. There is a town on Earth where the number of polar bears exceeds the human population. It is Churchill, located in northern Manitoba, Canada, with over 20,000 polar bears. From September to November each year, nearly 1,000 polar bears gather in the vicinity for hunting. The total human population of the town is only around 800. When polar bears want to request something, such as food, from their companions, they greet each other by touching noses. If a bear is polite, it may be allowed to share food with its companions. Polar bears easily get their fur dirty while eating. In the absence of water, they clean themselves by pressing their heads and bellies against the snow and crawling forward to remove stains. The first polar bear advertisement for Coca-Cola dates back to a French print ad from 1922. It depicted a polar bear using a bottle of Coca-Cola to cool down the sun. Polar bears have a highly developed sense of smell and can detect seals beneath several meters of ice. They are also known for their swimming abilities. Their running speed can reach up to 60 kilometers per hour, which is 1.5 times faster than the world record for the 100-meter sprint. In other words, if Usain Bolt encountered a polar bear, he would have no chance and might become its prey. Photographer Paul Nicklin once witnessed a polar bear sliding on its belly across the ice. It did so to avoid falling into the cold seawater. The bear expanded its body surface area, lowered its center of gravity, and cautiously tested the thin ice in front by extending its front paws. It walked on thin ice, risking its life while appearing both fearful and determined, potentially in search of food. National Geographic magazine reported a rare incident captured by researchers in the Canadian Arctic last summer. It showed a male polar bear hunting and feeding on a young cub of its own species. Experts believe this behavior may be related to food scarcity caused by climate change. The increasing global warming and rising temperatures in the Arctic lead to melting sea ice, posing a significant crisis for polar bear survival, including reduced habitat and food availability. According to the Guinness World Records, the oldest polar bear lived in Canada. A female polar bear named Debbie reached the age of 42. Unfortunately, she was euthanized due to multiple organ failures. Some people wonder if polar bears can survive in the Antarctic. The answer is yes. The Antarctic is also a cold environment and is home to seals and krill, which are frequent prey of polar bears. Additionally, there are delicious penguins available. However, unless transported by humans, polar bears cannot naturally cross over to the Antarctic. Despite their innocent appearance, polar bears are actually polygamous. During the spring mating season, which occurs from March to May each year, the estrus period lasts for only about 3 days. Male and female polar bears briefly mate with the sole purpose of reproducing and not forming a permanent bond. Male bears fight each other to compete for mates. In the presence of a desirable single female, they express their affection through intense battles, hoping to be accepted by the female.